Hello, my name is Alan Witz and I'm the guy behind Plenty of Pooches. I made this video just to give you a little bit of idea of what Plenty of Pooches is and how it works, and also answer some of the questions that I get. So the first question is, what is Plenty of Pooches? Well, it's a 100% free application designed to simplify and automate the job of rescuing animals, specifically the job of finding homes for rescued animals. The idea is to make life easier for both the rescue as well as for potential adopters in the whole process, with the ultimate goal being to facilitate the adoption of more animals and, by extension, have fewer people buying animals from breeders. So how does it work? Well, simply put, there's a link that you would put onto your web page or onto Pet Finder, for example, that will, and it's a unique link per animal that will allow a potential adopter to submit an application. The benefits for the rescue are that it's very easy to keep track of all the animals that are available for adoption, as well as which ones have been previously adopted. It does this by showing a simple list of all the animals that are available, and then for each animal, a list of all of the applicants, all the applications to adopt the animal, as well as what the status is of each application. On top of that, it makes the communication back and forth with potential adopters very easy by using the built-in messaging function. So that means you can get away from email and WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, text messages, this sort of thing. It also makes viewing the application easy. So because the application is filled online, it's just a simple click. You can see all of the responses from the applicant. And finally, it allows you to keep notes on applicants. So if an applicant applies at a later date to your rescue, you will see notes that you made on their past application. And on top of that, you can see notes that other rescues choose to share about an applicant. So that could be good or bad. That information, you can create a community where you can see that other rescues have had applications from this person before, and maybe why they did or didn't give that applicant an animal. For the adopters, it makes the process easier by eliminating the need to print out, then fill out, then scan, then email back an application form. And it also makes the process easier by remembering their previous responses. So when they fill in an application, the system will say, okay, well, you've applied before, therefore I know what your responses are. They can change them, but it makes life a bit easier for them. And then for them also, it makes the communication piece easier. So instead of having to use email and text messages and all of this, it's all done using the communication or the messaging function built into the application. And I know for me, when I've rehomed animals, that it's sometimes hard if some people are using email and some people are using Facebook Messenger, and maybe you've received the information but you don't remember where it is and you've got to go looking for it. This makes that all much easier. The other question I get is, why did you create Plenty of Pooches? Well, I've been involved in animal rescue myself for quite a while. That includes many volunteer stints. I've also done a lot of flight volunteering, and I've fostered dozens of dogs. And in that process, I've had to rehome quite a few dogs myself, and I've always found the process to be very manual, and it's basically just a matter of email and then keeping track with a pen and paper or an Excel spreadsheet who's applied and where they are in the application process. So I figured I could use my web development skills to develop something that I would find useful and that I would think my many friends in the animal rescue world would also find useful. I've also got a lot of feedback from potential adopters over the years that, they find the process slow, cumbersome, and sometimes frustrating because, as we know, the rescues are understaffed, so they don't get back to the people in time, perhaps. And the result is that, unfortunately, some people give up and they end up going to a breeder to get a pet, which is exactly what we don't want. So hopefully, through the use of a tool that simplifies the process, we can get more people to adopt animals rather than going to breeders. And then the last question I get is, why is it free? Well, I know that most rescues struggle to make every penny go as far as it possibly can. And so, quite frankly, I couldn't justify asking or, charging money when I know that money could be used for the good of the animals. So therefore, I've done this purely as a labor of love. I will personally cover the hosting and various other fees in order to keep Plenty of Pooches now and into the future. So take a look at the videos that are on my YouTube channel and see whether or not this is something that your rescue can use. And if it is, I'd love to just simply set up an account, and then from there, those videos show you everything you need to know to actually use the website, add users, add animals, process applications, and so on. On top of that, if you have any suggestions for improvements that would make the site more useful to more rescues, I'm thrilled to do that too. This can be a sort of project that I work on in conjunction with a few other rescues and that sort of thing. So take a look at the videos. If you want to contact me, my information is on the YouTube page, but the email address is manager@plenty-of-pooches.org. And I hope you find it very useful, and I hope this makes your life a little bit easier. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.